The Department of Justice announced it will appeal a federal judge's ruling that quashed subpoenas issued to the Federal Reserve as part of a criminal investigation into Chair Jerome Powell's testimony about a $2.5 billion building renovation project. Judge James Boasberg said the subpoenas were likely issued as a pretext to force Powell to cut rates, and that the government had produced essentially zero evidence that Powell committed a crime. The ruling deals a severe blow to the investigation led by U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro, which has faced criticism on Capitol Hill as politically motivated. Boasberg called the justifications for the subpoenas thin and unsubstantiated, and said the subpoenas appeared to be an attempt to pressure Powell after President Trump repeatedly demanded rate cuts. The investigation centers on Powell's testimony last June before Congress about the Federal Reserve's $2.5 billion building renovation project. The Justice Department issued subpoenas to the Fed in January seeking records related to the renovation. Powell revealed the investigation in an unprecedented video on January 11th. Pirro criticized the judge's decision, calling it an attempt to neuter the grand jury's ability to investigate crime and leave Powell bathed in immunity. She indicated the Justice Department will appeal the ruling. The case has significant political implications. The investigation has already delayed Senate consideration of President Trump's nominee, Kevin Warsh, to replace Powell as Fed chair. North Carolina Republican Senator Thom Tillis, a member of the Banking Committee, has blocked Warsh's confirmation until the investigation is dropped. We all know how this is going to end, and the D.C. U.S. Attorney's Office should save itself further embarrassment and move on, Tillis said. The controversy has raised questions about the independence of the Federal Reserve and whether the criminal probe is being used as leverage to influence monetary policy. Trump has repeatedly criticized Powell and the Fed for not cutting interest rates more aggressively, making this investigation unusually politically charged. The judge's ruling specifically questioned the legitimacy of the investigation, suggesting it may have been initiated to pressure Powell rather than based on evidence of wrongdoing. The subpoenas sought internal Fed communications and documents related to the building renovation project. The appeal will go to the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals. Legal experts say the case raises important questions about the scope of grand jury subpoena power and the independence of the Federal Reserve from political pressure.